Okay, everybody, it's that time of year again to get the Christmas layout set up under the tree, and I'm going to do some upgrades, or a particular upgrade. I'm going to put some rock outcroppings on the layout. I'm going to put one here like this on the corner. Two pieces here. Do one here, I think, and then maybe one over here. Way the heck down there, maybe? Perhaps? You can't see it. Maybe down this way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to begin carving this out with a utility knife and just do a quick. These are going to be easy rocks. They're not going to be really detailed like the plaster ones I do. But I mean, you can get these things to look pretty good. Here's one I did a while ago. And this one's painted with just gray paint, and then I did a wash over it. But I carved it out, and then I hit it with a wire brush to give it this like this rough look. And for a styrofoam rock, it does not look too bad. And this guy right here is what happens when you initially spray it with a solvent-based spray paint. It melts the styrofoam while it's drying, and it gives it a really cool effect. It's like, this is like shale, or I guess shale look. That one. And I got a couple more here. Here's one here that I did. Now the ones I'm going to put here are not going to be as obviously as detailed as these, because this is a Christmas village with the Christmas buildings, and everything's pretty much out of scale anyway. So, but this is the kind of effect you can get with just you know using foam to make rocks. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take my utility knife here and just do some cuts at an angle a little bit, like this. Bring it down this way a little. I'm going to go a little quicker here. I'm going to cut this off up here. You make a mess doing this, but this will give you a quick Anyway, I'll be back. Alright, here's the initial, this is just using the knife and then scratching it, chipping it away with the knife, and of course with my trusty styrofoam cutting Ginsu from the 70s. Yeah, it's still sharp. You could actually leave it like that and paint it if you want. But what I do is I do one more step with a wire brush. And let me go get that and I'll show you. Okay. Do this is, don't go too hard with it. This is a little tiny little wire brush I got. I got a set of these. There's like this is steel, and I got one has brass and one has plastic. Also plastics. But that'll give you like a angled rough look. In this area I cut out here with the, like that, and with this, and I knocked it out, so this is all completely straight. And of course you need a vacuum, because this stuff makes a mess. But anyway, I think that should do it. Don't try not to go overboard when you do this. If you can overdo it, that takes care of that. Alright, now let me hit it with the vacuum. Anyway, there you have it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this. Paint it up. I'm going to use the initial coat that I do is, it's got to be water soluble, or it's going to make the styrofoam melt. and you're gonna and the details you just did are just gonna straighten out. So what I do is I put you put the water soluble the latex or acrylic paint on first, let that dry, then you can hit it with the spray cans, the rattle cans with the solvent. The reason why I put the black down first is what that does is it gets into all the deep parts, and then you spray it over with a lighter gray color, and it gives it a shadowing look, like you've washed it. Anyway, here's the paint I'm using. Got this at Home Depot. It's Rust-Oleum, but it's latex paint. This is black. They make a bunch of colors like this you can get. This is good stuff. When you're doing this, make sure you get everything into nooks and crannies. You got to put this stuff on pretty thick. Get it inside all the... This is flat black, and once this dries, you'll be able to hit it with any kind of paint you want. But of course, any kind of water-soluble paint's the best. It's not going to react to the styrofoam. But sometimes you can't get the color you want in the latex rattle cans. You gotta, Or you could actually use an airbrush too if you want. Then you can use obviously whatever paint you want. But basically, make sure you get it in all the nooks and crannies here, and then we gotta let this dry. There we go. Okay, here we are at the spray booth. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it with these rattle cans here. I mean, you can use an airbrush if you can, but if you just want to do it quick and easy, this gray, a little bit lighter, and I got this light gray here, even lighter here. We're real quick with this one. All right, put on the spray booth here. Let's fire up the spray booth. There we go. We'll hit it with the... This has been drying now for a few minutes here. So we'll start and hit it with the next color. This is a little lighter, this color. Back again. Another 10-15 minutes on that. That's drying now, and let's hit it with the really light gray. And there we have it. Let's see what happens after that dries. Now these are all solvent-based paints. And the latex paint that I initially put on the black, that's preventing it from melting the actual styrofoam. Ready? Here's the finished product here. You could dry brush it or put some powders on it if you want, but this is just for Christmas layout. I'm going to put there's going to be woodland scenic snow all over it anyway. But so it's quick. Here's one here, one that I did. This is the other one here. This is going to go on the other table, but it's pretty detailed. You know, I mean, you can do a lot with this styrofoam. It's good stuff. I'm surprised. Okay, now glue it in place with some liquid nails. And there she is. Alright, here's my little rock face or whatever. I put some snow on top. And here, right? Looks good.